Hey, how's it going? And we are live here. Cool. So today I want to tell you a story about how to sell something that requires sacrifice. And warning, this is probably a little bit too much information, TMI, but I think you'll find this story super helpful. And so this story happened not this past weekend, the weekend before, and I was getting ready to go to Utah for a couple of speaking events, which means, my friends, I had to get my eyebrows and my mustache waxed, which is one of my least favorite things to do. And now you're thinking, what? Well, obviously the eyebrows are always on point, and I think that you're underestimating how much time it takes to make to look this effortless on a daily basis. So let me tell you about what went down when I went to go get my mustache waxed and my eyebrows waxed. All right. So I go in there and it's, hey, good to see you. And I lay down, we do the eyebrows, we do the mustache per usual. Then I get well, what about this? Basically, my beard. Okay, no, thank you. So on and so forth. And then she says the magic question. Would you like me to get rid of some of these blackheads? Now, I've been going to this place for almost 5 years. I guess I alternate between this and the other one because depending on if it's Sunday, that's not really relevant. And this is the first time anyone has asked me to do that. And of course, my first look was horror on my face. And then she came in with, it's okay, you're going to like the way it looks. You're going to be really happy. You'll be glad you did it. It's going to be fine. It'll only hurt for a couple minutes. And so I said, you know what? Okay, because the truth is, this is an issue that I would have liked to resolve, but I don't want to go and pay a lot of money to go somewhere where I could get a massage, get a facial instead, and then it's not going to be very much fun at all, right? Hopefully you guys are with me on this. So then I say, okay, now how this all went down, right? We go through, I'm going to break down the steps. So I was like, ow, ow, ow. But then I felt better and then it was over. And then I went for my speaking events. And what are the results? So everybody was like, hey, you look great. Almost every person I said that, hey, you look great. Now, could it be the fact that I've lost 30 pounds in the past year? Maybe, but I mean, most of these people have seen me on video recently, so that doesn't actually make sense. Could it be the new network marketing product I've been using to improve my mental clarity? Maybe. Or could it be that this lady got rid of some blackheads? I think that it actually could be the third thing. And so I wanted to break down really quickly what were the steps that she took to first convince me that I should get my blackheads removed, despite the fact that it was going to be painful, and why I was so grateful that she did and how that ended up impacting me and what does this mean for you. So number one, offer. Now she offered a few different things, right? She offered to wax all of this, right? She offered a couple different things, but she wasn't freaked out. She wasn't scared. She was super confident. She gave me a benefit statement, a really simple one. You will look better. She didn't go into the science behind blackheads. She didn't go into this long explanation. She just was like, if we remove the blackheads, it'll look better and it'll only be this. Now, obviously I had some horror. So then she gave me the reassurance it's going to be worth it. So step one, offer. Step two, benefit statement. Step three, reassurance it'll be worth it. And she had just the right amount of empathy. And here's what I mean. And I don't know how many of you guys get your mustache waxed, but I want you to think about how crazy this is, right? Like, women go in and we pay somebody money to pour hot melted wax on our face and then rip it off. It takes just the right amount of empathy to get through this. So it wasn't so much empathy that she thought, well, I can't do this to this person, but it was just enough where I knew she understood that it hurt, but she was going to do it anyway and it was going to be okay. And then she gave me a quick win by showing me the mirror and saying, hey, look how much, what do you think? Do you like it? Which I did. I was happy and moving on. So I was super happy with this result. It only cost me a few dollars. It was painful, but that's okay because here I am on Facebook Live talking about how this lady got, waxed my face and got rid of my blackheads. And I think that there's a great lesson here. And so what's the point here? Here's the point. Some people get really worked up about this concept of I'm in sales. Now, do you think at any moment in time this person thought, I'm going to sell her a blackhead removal? Okay, well here, oh man, she's walking in, I'm going to sell her a blackhead removal. No, she thought, okay, this person's going to come in, they want to look better, I'm going to do whatever I can to make this person feel more confident about going out into the world. And I just think it's so crazy that we pay for this, right? Every other week, sometimes every 3 weeks or 4 weeks when it's not going that well, I walk into this place and I say, here's some money, pour melting wax on my face and then rip it off quickly. And then I say, thank you. And then I tip them. And we're sitting here feeling bad about the sales profession. To me, that is kind of crazy. And so I'm going to just encourage you to stop feeling bad. Just help people, ask them about themselves, learn about them. But I also want you to think that I wouldn't have walked in there and said, I want this service. And she just noticed a need and she said, do you want to look better? Here's what we can do. It's going to hurt, but it's going to be worth it. And with our products, or even for myself with our coaching programs, right? Do we have the confidence in our products or in our coaching programs like this lady that was just sure you're going to feel better? When I talk to someone about coaching, do I have the guts to say, this is going to be painful. You're going to learn some things. You might feel bad about some of the things you did in the past when we point out some of the mistakes, and it might be painful. And if you enter into one of our coaching programs, you're going to have to do some hard work. But it's going to be worth it, and your business is going to look better. Could we just keep it that simple? If you have a health and wellness product, could you just say, if you get this, yeah, it's going to cost you money, and maybe it's a little stinky, but you're going to feel better. And we give people that reassurance. I just wrote down, we need to stop feeling bad for helping people, for helping them to solve their problems. We have to tell them that they won't regret it, that the sacrifice is worth it, and we have to make sure that we have enough confidence in our product line. If we don't have the confidence in our product line to say something like, yeah, here are some of the drawbacks to it, but it's going to be worth it, you're going to feel better, and you're going to like the result, then maybe we need to pick another product. All right, so this is probably a ridiculous conversation. So let's see what y'all are saying in the chat here. Let me pull up the comments. Lord knows how you're responding to this. I had to record it off because I didn't want to get distracted. We're going to use this for the podcast. Heather says, laser hair, no wax. Funny. Okay, why can't I see all these comments? All right, hold on. Off because I don't want to get distracted. We're going to use this for the podcast. Heather says, all right, here we go. Okay, so you guys are laughing at me. Hey, Angie, what's up? Hey, Jamie. Hey, Kristen. Yes, Kristen, you're finally catching me live. Jamie's laughing at me. Angie's laughing at me. Robin's laughing at me. Andrea's everyone's laughing at me. You guys don't have hair on your face. So whenever you are all like, oh, it must be nice to look so young and Indian, I just want to remind you of my beard. Okay, thank you. Kristen Brotzman is the only person who has ever had to wax their mustache. Janet Rourke is also laughing at me. Well, fine. Fine. You guys can laugh at me all you want, but what I really want to know is, did you have takeaways for this video today? Was this helpful for you? And okay, so Angie says you're laughing because you can relate. Thank you. So I'm not the only person that has to go wax their mustache, because this is pretty vulnerable for me to go on Facebook Live to thousands and thousands of people, then run ads to it to talk about how I need to wax my mustache. As most of my team, if they're watching this, they're like face palming themselves right now. Okay, good. So I am not the only one. I feel a lot better. I do hope this story was helpful for you. I'm curious what you take away. Okay, so Leilani's like, I feel bad. Don't feel bad for helping people. here's all we're doing. We want to make sure that we give our customers just enough so that they can decide what is more important, right? Do they want to solve their problem or not? All they're doing is they're exchanging money for a solution to a problem. There's not anything we need to feel bad about. They can say no, right? I said no to the beard wax, no to the chin wax, but I said yes to the blackheads, and that's okay. She didn't feel bad about that. She was just like, do you want this or not? And it's her job to offer, and it's my job to accept or not to accept. And so I just want to leave you with all that today. I hope that this, I'm glad it made you laugh. I am glad, Robin, that you have takeaways. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Now, if you are feeling like you are not confident to be able to do this and be a good human, and you have not yet taken Direct Sales Foundation with group coaching, I put a link up there. You should register, because then your business will feel better and you won't regret it. I promise. So I guess I have to say the things I just told you to say. So have a great day, everyone. I'm going to keep working on all my content for this week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.